Ever wondered why some people and companies rise above, creating movements, building loyal followings, and changing entire industries, while others, with the same tools and opportunities, barely make a dent? It's not about who works the hardest. It's not about being the smartest. The difference is invisible, but powerful. The ones who thrive aren't just focused on what they do or how they do it. They're crystal clear on why they do it. That clarity fuels every decision, every product, every message. It's the hidden force that separates those who make noise from those who make history. Hi, I'm John, and today I want to share an idea that completely transformed my approach to life, business, and personal goals. It started when I discovered Simon Sinek's powerful book, Start With Why. Before understanding this, I was like most people, chasing external success and still feeling unfulfilled. But once I learned to start every project by clearly defining my deeper purpose, everything shifted. Today, I'll show you exactly how discovering your why can transform any area of your life. Let's break down the core idea behind Start With Why. Simon Sinek introduces a simple yet profound framework he calls the Golden Circle. Picture 3 circles inside each other, like a target. At the center is your why, your purpose, your belief, your cause. Surrounding that is the how, your unique approach or method. On the outside is the what, the tangible result or outcome. Most people and most organizations operate from the outside in. They start with what they do, then explain how they do it. And maybe, if they've thought about it, they try to explain why. But the most inspiring leaders and impactful movements, they do the opposite. They operate from the inside out. They start with why. Let's take a step back and think about this in a more personal way. Imagine you've just started a new goal. Maybe it's launching a side hustle, training for a marathon, or even moving to a new city for a fresh start. You're excited at first, motivated. You've got your vision board, your checklist, your coffee-fueled action plan. But a few weeks in, the energy fades. Doubt creeps in. Life gets in the way. And before you know it, that goal that once lit you up feels like another chore. Why does this happen? Because excitement isn't the same as purpose. Purpose is what sustains you when motivation disappears, and purpose lives in your why. Let me tell you about a friend of mine, David. He came to me burnt out from a corporate job he once thought was his dream. High salary, great office, all the perks, but he felt completely disconnected. So we sat down and talked, not about his resume or skills, but about what truly mattered to him, what he valued, what experiences made him feel most alive. And he realized something. His deepest satisfaction had always come from mentoring others, from helping young people grow. His why wasn't about managing projects or climbing ladders. It was about helping people become the best version of themselves. That's what lit him up. Once he had that clarity, everything changed. He pivoted into a leadership development role and eventually started his own coaching practice. Same skills, same experience, but now his work was infused with purpose. That's the power of leading with your why. Now let's look at one of the most iconic companies in the world, Apple. If Apple operated like most companies, their marketing might sound like this. We make great computers, beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? Meh, that's okay, but not compelling. Here's how Apple actually communicates. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Do you feel the difference? Same product, completely different approach. Apple doesn't lead with what they do. They lead with why they do it. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. And the same applies to your life. So how do you discover your own why? It's not always easy, but it's worth the effort. Here's a simple exercise. Reflect on the moments in your life when you felt most alive. Times when you were so immersed in what you were doing, you lost track of time. What were you doing? Who were you helping? What impact were you making? Chances are, your why is hidden in those moments. I'll give you another example. A woman named Layla reached out to me a while ago. She was struggling to grow her small business. Her sales were flat, her content wasn't landing, and she felt stuck. When we talked, I asked her, "Why did you start this business in the first place?" She paused. "To make money, I guess. I was tired of my job." I nodded. "Fair enough. But if money wasn't an issue, what would you still want to do?" She thought for a moment, then smiled. "I'd help women feel confident again. I'd teach them how to own their voice and style." Boom. That was it. That was her why. And once she connected back to that purpose, everything shifted. Her marketing became more authentic. Her content started to resonate. She wasn't just selling a product. She was sharing a mission, and people felt that. Let's pause here and acknowledge something important. Discovering your why isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about reconnecting with something real, something honest, something bigger than just the goal itself. And it doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. Your why might be to create a peaceful home for your family, or to bring more kindness into your community, or to teach what you've learned so others don't suffer as you did. Your why is your anchor. When storms come, and they will, it's the reason you hold on. Let's talk about careers for a moment. A lot of people get stuck in jobs they don't love, not because they lack options, but because they never took the time to define their purpose. They chose based on salary, title, or what looked good on paper. But when the novelty fades, they're left with a hollow routine. But when you start with why, you choose differently. You might still work hard, but the work will energize you. Now, let's go even deeper. Let's talk about how starting with why changes your ability to endure hardship. Goals are easy to set when life is calm. But when things get hard, when you're tired, overwhelmed, doubting yourself, your why is what pulls you through. If your goal is to write a book, and your reason is just to get published, you'll quit after the third rejection letter. But if your why is to share a story that could help someone heal, you'll keep going. If your goal is to run a marathon just to post it on Instagram, you'll bail at mile 10. But if your why is proving to yourself that you can overcome the limits you once believed in, you'll find the strength to finish. Your why gives pain a purpose. It turns obstacles into tests, not signs to stop. So here's a challenge for you. Next time you set a goal, ask yourself, if I took away the outcome, the money, the recognition, the applause, would I still want this? If the answer is yes, you're close to your why. If not, it might be time to look deeper. And one final note before we move to the conclusion, don't rush this process. Your why isn't always obvious. Sometimes it takes silence, sometimes it takes pain, but it's there, waiting for you. The people who live the most meaningful lives aren't the ones who hustle the hardest or succeed the fastest. They're the ones who dare to ask deeper questions. They're the ones who start with why. So here's what I want you to take away from all of this. The most meaningful, impactful, and sustainable path to success isn't about chasing more, it's about going deeper. When you start with why, you give your goals context. You give your actions meaning. You stop living reactively, chasing whatever's trending or expected, and start living intentionally, aligned with who you really are and what you truly value. And that alignment, that's where the real power is. That's where confidence is built, where resilience is forged, where fulfillment lives. Your why is your foundation. Without it, even your biggest achievements can feel hollow. But with it, even the smallest steps can feel significant. It's not always easy. It requires reflection, honesty, sometimes even starting over. But if you take the time to find it, everything you build afterward will have meaning. Now, you may be wondering, okay, John, I get the message, but what about you? What's your why? It's simple, the why. My mission is to inspire ambitious individuals to embrace greatness, to help you achieve your full potential and live an epic life with clarity, purpose, and freedom. The how, I do that by sharing insights that have transformed my own life, powerful lessons on finance, personal growth, and mindset, all rooted in real experience and timeless wisdom. The what, I bring it to you through videos like this one, crafted to educate, inspire, and challenge you to evolve. Now I want you to challenge yourself. Take 1 minute today, just one, and ask yourself, what is my why? Go beyond the surface. Don't settle for success or freedom or happiness. Ask, why do I want those things? What's beneath it? And then I want you to share it in the comments, not just for you, but for the people reading who might need to see your journey to start theirs. This community is built on growth, truth, and support. Let's help each other live more intentionally. If this video resonated with you, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with someone who's searching for more in their life. And remember, goals are great, but purpose is greater. Start with why, and everything else will follow. See you in the next video.